Hi boys and girls, happy Tuesday and welcome to another recap lesson this week of place value to 20. Today we're going to be looking at numbers 11 to 20, looking at them in words, looking at them in numbers, and then you can fill in your worksheet. So here's our starter, counting forwards and backwards from 10 to 20 on our number line. So first I want you to use your clapping hands, starting from 10, one clap per number, let's go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And rolls backwards. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Super. And you can pause this video and continue counting forwards and backwards, but I'm going to move on. Here's a little recap then. What number is that? 15, well done. This one? 18, well done. 11, and the words are along the bottom to help you. 19, 17, 12, 14, 20, 13, 16. Well done for joining on. Now I want you to fill in the missing spaces, have a look at the numbers that you are missing. We did a bit of this yesterday, and this number line is going forwards. The numbers are getting greater. And this one, I won't go through these ones because I think we'll be really confident by now in counting forwards and backwards, so you can fill in these gaps yourself at home. And this one, have a look, we've got 11 is our first number, but we've got a space before then, so which number comes before 11? Well done, it's 10. So 10, 11, and then fill the rest of those gaps. Fantastic. And your last one. We're going backwards on this one. Our first number is 20, so counting backwards. 20, 18, 17, 15, 14. So the places where I pause is where you need to fill in those gaps. Super effort. So I'm going to give you number 12. Using your toys or whatever you've got in front of you, count out 12. How many ways can you show me 12? And just pause this video whilst you count 12. Super effort. Now I want you to put those away and count me out 18. 18. Pause this video whilst you count out for me. Check, check and check again. Make sure you've counted the right amount. It's going to be a lot of things in front of you. Something that could make it very easy is count out 10, so that you've always got 10 on the side, like our tens frame. Count out 10, put them in 2 rows of 5, and then just add on from 10 and count on from 10. So whichever number I give you between 11 and 20, just count that on from 10. So keep your 10 on the side, and then if I say 13, you've got your 10, now count out your ones. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So just count out those ones, okay, once you've got your 10. Can you count me out 13 then? Pause this video whilst you do it. Check, check and check again. Could you count out 19? And could you count out 14? You can continue to play this game with the adult in your room. They can give you a number. You've either got to write it down, or you've got to draw it, or you've got to count that amount out, okay? Super. Now we need to count these. It's a little bit tricky to count these, but I want you to try and count them for me. How many have we got? So if you've got the answer 16 lollies, you are absolutely correct. We have got 16 lollies. And it made it a little bit tricky to count them out. Why was it tricky to count them out? Well, I'm going to tell you. They weren't in an order. We can't see them in rows of 10 or 5. They're not really in a tens frame. And it's quite tricky. You've got to count along and then underneath and then the other side, or you can count down. But it's a bit tricky to keep on track with how to count them. So when you are counting, it's much easier if you make a group of 10 and then count on, or you may put them in nice long rows so that you can count them easily, because these are a little bit too jumbled up. These are a little bit easier to count. We can count in rows. We've got a row along the bottom, a row in the middle, and a row at the top. So you can count those a little bit easier, and you can see these properly, so you don't feel like you're counting some of them too many times, because we only count everything once, okay? So I'm going to start from the bottom yellow one, and I'm going to count along my rows and see how many we've got. Why don't you join in with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Super counting. Here we go. This is what I meant about counting them out and putting them in groups of 10. We can see that we've got 10 lollies on the left hand side there. We've got 5 and we've got another 5. So that's 10, and then we can count on from 10. 10, 11, 12, 13. And it makes it much easier for us to count. Why don't you have a try? And this is your worksheet today. So what I want you to do is have a look at your worksheet, and you can see you've got numbers and words there. So what you need to be doing is counting how many we've got, writing the number, writing that word, and then having a go at doing your own, okay? So if you can see that number, you need to then draw in that box a picture to match that number and write that word. And then on that other side, you need to be circling 10 and counting on from 10. To make it easier. So circle 10 lots, make yourself a little tens frame, and then count on. And I want to see those circles on that worksheet, okay? Well done, boys and girls. I'll look forward to seeing your work packs on Friday. See you soon.